Hi guys, and welcome back to another DrAce video, and today we're going to be playing Ride 4. We're on board the Yamaha YZF R6 RM, right here in the Nürburgring GP. Decent start from us. We started 6th place. We're going to get straight into the front and try and take the whole shot, start the race the best possible way. Up into turn 1, no one's going. Oh my goodness, a bit of contact from behind, but thankfully we remain unscathed. So this video was requested by Designer. Designer has been a long-time subscriber of the channel, and he asked me to do the championship, which is the first steps in the competition championship, because he's had some difficulties on the PS4 version of the game, and he was curious to find out whether it was the same on the PC, and he was also curious to see how well I do. So for this one, I'm not going to be taking it too gently. I'm going to give it a bit of a welly. I'm not going to be absolutely smashing it, but I'll at least get to where we can and see if we can compare lap times with Designer, and hopefully he can give us some feedback to say whether we did a good job or whether he's just different on PS4. Now, the first steps in the competitions is part of the European regional license from basically the beginning of the game. So I think he's come back to this one to give it a try, but of course I'm more than happy to cover every single topic of Ride 4. Now, when I first started Ride 4, I didn't actually cover the original European licenses or the Japanese licenses. I think at that point I was playing the game by myself, and then when I started making more YouTube content on Ride 4, I then decided to jump back to it, but at least skip them and go to the bigger, badder, faster, more intimidating stuff in the Ride 4 career mode. Now, quick mention, the Ride 4 DLC pack came out a few days ago, the 600cc Passion. I have got videos ready and willing to go, but they'll be coming up Wednesday and further on. Might have to double up on a couple of videos next week to catch up on what we've missed. But of course, Tuesday will be the time trial from both myself and from Milestone. We'll do the weekly DrAce challenge, and then of course the Ride 4 weekly challenge itself. So it's a great start from us. We are massively into the lead. It's going to be one of those races that we just disappear to the front, churn out the fast lap times, and really give the AI exactly what they need, and that's a big kick up the arse so they can get back into it and start giving me some more competition. Now, I've just been playing Monster Energy Supercross, the official motocross video game 4, and must say the AI is very similar to what is on MXGP. It seems to be Ride 4 is the grey sheep, if you will, that comes to the AI difficulty. The AI is always too easy. MotoGP, MXGP, and Monster Energy Supercross 4 is a little bit different. The AI is quite competitive. Not as tough as MotoGP 20, I would say. MotoGP 20 is like the pinnacle of the AI. I really enjoyed the AI on that game, and I still do with my Kevin Schwantz series, which was recommended by Daniel O'Brien. Braking into turn 5, a little bit late on the brakes there. Of course, you will recognise this track from the weekly challenge we did just a couple of days ago on board the Massimo Tamburini. Curious to see what the challenge is going to be for this week on Ride 4. Not sure if it's going to be good, I'm not sure if it's going to be bad, but we'll soon find out. So far, they've been pretty decent. I think we're only on week 2. Week 3 should be coming up this week. And of course, I've got my own ace up my sleeve for our world record. Hopefully, there'll be another world record for Tuesday's Grand Prix video, or time trial video, should I say. As we are 4 seconds adrift now. I've not really commentated much on this race so far, because I feel like I've got quite a bit to say. So with this one being quite a chunky video, with 3 races in this particular championship, going very wide onto the grass there, so if you do that, I would advise don't try and fight the grass, just let the grass take you to where you need to be, and then we'll slow it down. So I'm going to actually slow it down here so the AI will catch up. I want to see what Marcelo Baldin's got in his pockets for us. Now, because so far I expected all these riders just to crash. Now, if you watch the World Superbike League race video I did, the final round, you would notice that AI just continually crashed. Like, ridiculous amount of times. Every single corner they would crash out. Even Carlos Pava Diaz crashed. And of course, Carlos Pava Diaz, being the great Carlos Pava Diaz, crashed out many times. I think we even lapped him at the end, so it's good to see in this particular event, on the R6, in the, well, race-modified R6, it seems to be pretty good so far. I haven't seen many crashes so far, and it doesn't look like anyone's like ridiculously far behind. So Marcelo Baldin, he seems to have got a bit of a second wind here, and he's finally figured out how to downshift and upshift. So now he's up into the first position. We'll see if we can chase him down. I'm sure we will chase him down, but it's just a matter of time. give it time and we'll get closer and closer. It's 30 degrees here in the Nürburgring GP. 5 minutes past 2. Ooh, coming around the outside into the Dunlop curve. Not quite. Potentially if we get the acceleration here, we can then tackle him into the Michael Schumacher S. It's going to be difficult. Yeah, good job I pulled out of that one, because that would have been a difficult position for us both to be in there. Probably both fighting for the same piece of tarmac into the Michael Schumacher S. Probably would have ended up in us both crashing out and restarting at the main menu. Thankfully, we didn't. I do think about a lunge here, actually. I thought about it again there for the Warsteiner curve. It was definitely tempting. I do like a good cheeky manoeuvre, but it wasn't necessary. I'm glad we held back for a couple of moments, because of course the overtake will come, but where I decide to do it will always remain unforeseen, because we won't know until I do it. We'll flick it right for the chicane. Beautiful stuff, but Marcelo Baldi a little bit out of shape there. He went onto the rumble strip and sort of bobbled his way around. Careful of the wall there, Jesus, oh my goodness. He almost smashed into the Coca-Cola curve there. Now that happens quite a lot to the AI actually, they bang into the walls. Hopefully they'll learn eventually. Another quick lap for us there, 1:59.045, braking into turn 1. A little bit wide for Marcelo Baldi, but not too wide to the sense of I could have actually had a little bit of a lunge there. Quite a decent amount of space for him as well. As he enters the Mercedes arena, we're going to be inside. Is this the move to win it? I think it is. Beautifully done. Now into turn 2. I still don't understand why it's still turn 2. I'm sure that should be turn 3 as well. And then, of course, this should be turn 4. But, hey, I don't make the rules. If Milestone says this is turn 3, then I guess it's turn 3. For the something curve. I'm not sure if I can pronounce that. I can pronounce the Ford curve, of course. And that is the end of Marcelo Baldi. Thanks for playing. I'm glad I gave him a little bit of a chance. But it wasn't sufficient to keep me entertained any longer, so I want to push and give everything we've got out of this Yamaha YZF R6. Absolutely stunning motorcycle. Definitely one of the best motorcycles in the game. Definitely love the look of it. It's difficult to say. I think in the live stream, I can't remember who it was who asked me, but someone asked me what my favourite bike was, and oh my goodness, I was stunned. It's so difficult to say. I mean, we all have an affinity with something, but I'd probably say the Yamahas are my favourite. I think the R1 from 2008 will ultimately remain my favourite. But this bike here, it's gorgeous. It's really stunning. So I may have to think about this one. It's difficult to say. But of course I am a big fan of the Honda CBR 1000 RRs, the Fireblades in particular. The 2008 model again. I think that bike is equally just as gorgeous. Of course it's Honda versus Yamaha once again. Sounds more like MotoGP. It's now exiting the Coca-Cola curve, and you will notice that I still, after all this time of Ride 4, I still cut the corner on the end part there. I use all of that rumble strip and then just touch the gravel every time. That is a habit that I've done since the beginning. I think I've done it on every single racing game I've ever done on. I've always used the curbs, then as I come out of that one, it sort of just disappears, and you're left touching the grass, or the gravel in this instance. We flick it left now for the final time of asking into Nürburgring. I do love this track. I think it's one of the best tracks in the game. It's one of those tracks that I think, yeah, okay, I don't mind doing Nürburgring GP. And then when I'm on it, I'm actually like, yeah, this is a great track. I'm enjoying it very much. And this is probably one of those tracks that I would say that catches you off guard as well, because there are a few little cheeky areas that can catch you off guard. And I think when I did the Superbike League one, I think I did get caught out. I don't remember. But I do have an endurance race on this track coming up soon. We do have Ollerton Park next, I think it is, in the World Endurance League. And then it's Nürburgring, something else, and then Suzuka. I think that's how many I've got left. I'm not sure. There's only 5 rounds, so it should be 3 more. Ollerton, Nürburgring GP, and Suzuka should be my final round of the Endurance League. So that'll be in 3 weeks' time. And of course, the MotoGP 20 Classic Series is still continuing. So of course we do have Kevin Schwantz, and I am loving, absolutely loving that series. It's been brilliant so far. I cannot wait to do something very similar to MotoGP 21. Of course, we will be doing the career mode in MotoGP 21 as well. So stay tuned for that one as we break very late into turn 10 there. Flick it right. Beautifully done for the chicane. A little bit late, but we survived pretty nicely. Breaking into the final corner. for the final time of asking. And you know what? I think we should celebrate with a funky wheelie. Let's see if I can hold it all the way. Absolutely beautiful. Oh, it's gorgeous, isn't it? Take that. Hope you enjoyed that wheelie as much as I did. Round 2 of this first steps in the competitions championship, right here in Ollerton Park, one of my favourite tracks of all time. And this time I'm going to pull it to one side, let the AI lead this Grand Prix, and we'll catch them up whenever we get chance. I do like doing this, you know, sort of just taking it easy. And for some strange reason, it's hotter in Ollerton Park than it is in Germany. And it's never warm. It's never warm in England, but this game, it's always bloody warm. I love it. Talk about a false reality, a dream world, if you will. But I guess that's where you can ride motorcycles at ridiculous speeds and see Johnny Glamour, Boojang Bengana, and Carlos Pavin Diaz. In fact, let me know in the comments section down below what you rate each rider there. Who is the top out of those three? So you've got Boojang Bengana, Carlos Pavin Diaz, and the OG Johnny Glamour. If you were to give them a podium, who's going to be top and who is going to be third? Let me know in the comment section down below. I'm very curious to see who is the GOAT of the AI races on Ride 4. Oh my goodness, I was bumped into the back of the... oh, carnage ahead! I only just barely seen that. Oh my goodness. What on earth happened then? Absolute carnage has occurred already. Have I ever done a Ride 4 video without saying carnage? Well, at least another Grand Prix video. Maybe in a time trial somewhere I might have been relaxed and calm, but never mind. It's gone heck to a handbasket once again. As Francisco Santos is ahead of us. We're going to get past the man on the Suzuki. Beautifully done. Let's go over the little bit of a bumpy, bouncy section. Absolutely terrific track. Everything, just British tracks in general, everything you want. Undulation, tight corners, flowing corners, everything. Beautiful. As we, ooh, a little bit. Be careful breaking into turn 1. I did get caught out a couple of times in the past. Especially when I was doing the world record, which I don't think I hold anymore. I think it was Paul Hibbard who requested that video. I can't remember, but I think it was actually, yes. And it was here on the Kawasaki Ninja. Very, very great track and a magnificent, magnificent motorbike. Sadly, that world record I don't think is mine anymore. Someone definitely pinched that one. To be fair, none of the world records I have or had in a video are mine anymore. Most of them are all gone. I think I hold the one in Phillip Island on board the Yamaha or something. I don't recall though. There's been quite a lot of these world record laps that you go, yes, yes, world record, and then you post it to the Discord server. You do a video on Tuesday and it's gone by Tuesday evening. So yeah, do what you can. I guess best stick with the content creation and let the aces and co do what we can. I tell you what, this is going to be a beautiful move to line this one up properly. Brilliant into the Knickerbrook. I was waiting for him to get a little bit ahead of himself so I could then cheekily pinch it up on the inside. We're going back to the time trial comments. Yes, the guys are aliens, all of you. To be fair, I'm pretty good at this game, but then I have met even better players. So I guess my skills lie more in the commentary than they do on the motorcycle itself. Is going to get a little bit close here to Fausto Givasoni. Very close there, but Givasoni was a little bit out of shape there, offering us a chance to sneak up on the inside and just quietly take that position. A little bit late into turn 1, as I mentioned earlier, be careful when braking into that corner. Don't go full lock, just maybe half a brake, just a little 3/4 of a brake. Not all the way there, because you will crash, and then that'll be just devastation for everyone involved. Especially me, because I don't want to see anyone crash. And I don't want to see my boys, my aces, my friends, my people. I don't want to see you all crashing out. So make sure that doesn't happen to you. Going into the Shell Oils corner for turn 5. Barbara Pava, Federico Fiesta. Having a good old battle there. I'm sure he's looking for a Fiesta if he wins this one. Or is that, sorry, that's a bad joke. I guess it should say a siesta. Fiesta's a car, isn't it? If into the slipstream of Federico. Waiting for a moment to overtake. Oh my goodness, they brake so early there. So I'm going to quickly nip up on the inside of Hislops. Careful not to go too wide onto the rumble strip there, because you don't enter the corner very well. And again, for that corner for Knickerbrook, the rumble strip is a little bit slippy, so just be careful. Obviously, do everything with care when you're playing Ride 4. Gentle and careless. Oh, sorry, gentle and careful. Being aggressive and careless was what's caused crashes, and we don't want that. As we are 7/10 of a second up compared to Barbara Paver, who's leading this Grand Prix, but I don't think for much longer. It's 2:05 here. 31 degrees, Ollerton Park. It's coming to an end. One more lap remains. Going to get massive speed. Well, in fact, one more lap after this one. It's, of course, penultimate lap time now. Getting a bit ahead of myself. Too eager. Too tense. Sitting on the edge of my chair waiting for this all to kick off. If it does, of course, it might. Oh, my goodness, careful. Oh, what a save. Oh, I thought that was it. I thought that was it. My controller was all over the place there. Slide in the rear, slide in the front. Head in hands. Oh, my goodness. Hearts in mouths for the aces there, and for me. Barbara Paver still leads this Grand Prix. Barbara, I don't know how you pronounce it in their native language, but Barbara will do for me. Old Barbara Paver. As we're coming up in the inside, not quite. Barbara playing it well here. A little bit too close to the rear tyre of Barbara there for the Britons. And of course, in the slipstream, it's going to brake early, so I'm going to have to either brake around the outside, which we are going to do now. Excellently executed. Beautifully done, and I didn't have to just retake that because I couldn't pronounce executely correctly. I almost messed that up again. As we exit the Knickerbrook. Beautifully done. Using a lot of rumble strip there as well, as you can always see. Just like I was doing in Nürburgring, as far as the final corner goes. Using the rumble strip, using all bits of the track. Of course, trying not to abuse the track limits, of course, but at the same time, still get relatively close. Now, interestingly enough, there seems to be a bit of a gap behind from this podium battle. 4th place is just a good chunk of seconds there. You may be talking 10, 15 seconds. Maybe not that much, but it's hard to judge looking at the graphic. Braking into turn 1. That is a much cleaner braking line. As you see, the bike didn't slide. It didn't sort of kick around. Much better. As we now go to the treacherous part. Again, be careful here. Brake gentle. As you can see in the bottom right-hand corner of the screen there, the brake was only half in. Maybe not even that, but that was sufficient to slow the motorcycle down for us to get into that corner. Braking once again in a moment's time for this left-hander. Brake early and brake gently, of course, for the island bend. And then again for turn 5, give it a bit of a chunky brake. So, oh, careful, oh my goodness. Careful of touching the rumble strip there as well. With the corner being banked like that, it is easy to hit the rumble strip and then slide into the grass. We don't fancy that. So into Britons. Outer Britons, careful of the wheelie. Careful of the wheelie. I did drop down the anti-wheelie on this one, I think. It might only be on 1 or 0. Don't recall. I either didn't drop it, it's still on 1, or I did drop it, it's on 0. As we cut the corner a little bit unexpectedly there. And then exiting Knickerbrook, using all of that rumble strip just as I did before. And flick it over the rise with the Bridgestone sign. And then this Grand Prix is well and truly ours. Very, very beautifully done so far. If you are enjoying this video, please like, comment and subscribe. It would go a long way. We're almost up to 1,000 subscribers. And I would personally be very grateful if you could help me get to that sort of next milestone. Might as well playing a milestone game. How about that, eh? Brilliant stuff so far, guys. 2nd win out of 2. The next one coming up in a moment's time. So after a quick refreshment, it is now time to go racing again. Still on board the Yamaha YZF-R R6RM, but this time in Imola, and the lights are out and away we go. Waiting for the AI to get ahead of us here so we can say, oh, Marcelo Baldin has just absolutely decimated another rider there. I think he's smashed into the back of another Portuguese rider just for absolutely no reason whatsoever. Absolutely bloody useless AI sometimes. That is just pants with a capital P. What on earth was that? Accelerate just ridiculously into the back of another rider. Unacceptable stuff. As we go around the outside of Elaine Arola, she bites back. Bloody hell. Wasn't expecting to fight back into the very anti-Villeneuve. We go into Tosa for the very first time of asking. Denise Gluck ahead of us. I remember when I first started playing Ride 4, there was a glitch. Oh my goodness! She got in front of me there, so I accelerated on board the Triumph. And there was a glitch when I first played. I think it was my very first endurance race. It was only like a oh my goodness! Denise Gluck has got something in it for me. What is your problem, sweetheart? Oh, that's it. we're gonna go for it now then. We've got the bit between our teeth. We'll fight back. Don't you worry, guys. We'll get revenge. But I've been trying to say twice, 3 times maybe, and we go for the inside of Elena Irola. Denise Gluck once glitched out on me on Nürburgring GP, and one of the very first videos I did, as we get up in the inside, take that, love. We're back into 8th place, and we'll be moving forward pretty quickly. Well, her name glitched out, and for some reason, it just said hashtag Denise _ something 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 Gluck, and then hashtag something else. Very weird, and it never happened again. It was the first time I've seen it happen, and it never happened again, so there it is. Something to mention, just a little bit of a factoid for you, something in the past. There's Koskinen. Oh, Koskinen, what's he doing? Oh my goodness, oh, he's up in front of us now. Oh, what on earth was that? That was a lunge and a half for an absolute pillock of a move. That is just silly. I don't know what he was playing at there, as we did pass Adriano Torres and Fausto Gavassoni. But Gavassoni breaking! Oh my goodness, what is going on with the AI in this one? I think design asked me to do this video because of the just absolutely insane AI on this game for some strange reason. They are just terrible in this particular championship. It might have been my fault there, but Fausto Gavassoni just came across to break in front of me. I was going to go go around the outside of him, but he had other plans and he decided to get in my way. So of course now we are 6 seconds or 5.5 seconds here about to catching up Federico Fiesta, as I struggle to pronounce that for some reason. So Denise Gluck once more is a little bit out of shape there on the grass. Probably the fear that's embedded into me because Denise Gluck is only in front of us. It's the excitement of trying to chuck it up on the inside. You know, oh, I thought about it. I definitely thought about chucking it up at the inside of a Q Minerali for turn 9. Exiting turn 10, we might be able to get past. But she will have the inside line if she chooses to break, or at least try and outbreak me. Doesn't look to be the case at the minute. As we find the... Oh, carnage! What on earth was that? What on earth was that? What on earth was that? What happened? He just stopped. I just accelerated out the corner and what happened? Answers on a postcard, please. I have no idea. That is just absolutely bizarre. That certainly woke me up. I hope it woke you up. If you were snoozing then watching this video, and that certainly caught you off guard. So we're now still 4.5 seconds behind Federico. Oh, it's actually Dean Schmal now. Don't know what's happened to old Fiesta. I think Fiesta was involved with that bit of a skirmish then, as someone just skyrocketed off the motorcycle. No, in fact, Federico Fiesta is just a couple of rider positions ahead of us. As we go around the outside of Torres. There is Fiesta in question. We flick it left for the Tamburello corner. Turn 4. Using the speed of this Yamaha now to then break into turn 5 in a moment's time. Flick it right for the Villeneuve. Turn 6. Executed perfection. I love that corner. It's a great combination of corner. It's sort of one where you can brake really hard and then start accelerating again, or you can just brake gently and then carry the speed around that corner and then finally accelerate. There's quite different ways of taking that line through there, and I quite enjoy that one. Imola is a great track, it really is, but it's bumpy as hell in this game. Really bumpy, it can catch you off guard really, really easily. As we go around the outside of the CBR, gorgeous move. Federico Fiesta, he is not expecting this, it's coming. I don't even think he was aware that I was still racing in this one because of all the pandemonium that's occurred so far. He's on the Ninja. Will he try and attack me up into turn 11? It doesn't look that's going to be the case for Variante Alta. Coming out of the corner pretty nice. A little bit wide there. Got a bit of a funky wheelie there as well. It's like I had in the live stream the other day. Don't worry, the live stream highlights video is coming. It's just it's taken me a while to get through all the 3 hours and still manage to do all my content for the week. So bear with me as we go into Rivarza. Rivarza again for turn 15. Barbara Paver is ahead of us. Shout out to old Barbara, however you want to pronounce it. There's so many different ways. Outbreaking Barbara. Little bit wide it is for the Variante Bassa. Oh, I'm not a fan of that corner. Oh, I do apologise, Renato Banfi. I have completely messed that up. I do apologise on that one. That was totally my fault. Let's let him get ahead. As Barbara Paver didn't think sportsmanship was in her middle name. Oh my goodness, we get up to the inside of Federico Fiesta. I was expecting Barbara to maybe let Renato get back again because Renato lost the position unfairly after a would-be lunge from Dr. Ace, which certainly didn't stick. It was a bad move, let's say. Breaking into the Villeneuve once more. Banfi ahead of us, Paver a little bit further across, and Dean Schmale. I don't know how to pronounce that, I might just make Schmal. Just noise. Insert noise here. Exiting out of Tosa, brilliantly we got ahead of Renato Banfi the time being. Barbara Paver just a little bit ahead of us. We're going to be closing her in, and Piratella, she got very close to the rumble strip there. Speaking of rumble strip, we just kiss it on the, oh my goodness, we go around the outside, almost contact made, and that is us into second place already. We're breaking wide for the Q Minerale. Get ready to flick it left just a tad. You don't have to flick it all the way, just a little bit, just to position the motorcycle out. And then bringing into turn 11 for Alta. Nice stuff, nice and relaxed there. We've certainly caught up Dean, or Dan. Yeah, I've been calling him Dean for like so long. It's a force of habit now, and I've just quite clearly seen it's Dan. Breaking into Ravazza for turn 14. A second down on our fast lap of the Grand Prix so far. Not the best lap, of course. It hasn't been very clean. This entire Grand Prix, this entire championship actually, has not been that clean and concise as I usually like it. But it's not that bad either. You know, there's been some nice moments, but there's still been some hectic and unprofessional moments from my behalf. Now entering the final lap as we cross the timing line. 1:53.49 was our best lap. Oh, our previous lap. Can we better that and still beat Dan on this one? As he enters the Variante Tamburello. Turn 3, get ready to flick it left for turn 4. Ooh, he was very close to the rumble strip there, but we'll have the speed on the Yamaha if we get into the slipstream. Can we get past him into the Villeneuve? Not sure yet, but there's still many overtaking opportunities yet, so there's nothing to be too concerned about for the time being. Breaking into Tosa for the final time. The 5th and final time of this video today, of course, and we will be doing it again at some point soon, I'm sure. I do love Imola, it's a fantastic track. As Dan Schmal is still in the lead, but for how much longer will he remain there? He's getting close to the rumble strip for Piratella. We're going to touch the rumble strip on the outside. Potentially get up on the inside for the Q Minerale. It's going to be close. Oh, brilliant lunge. Absolutely brilliant lunge, that. Executed to perfection. Beautifully done there. Old Dan is not going to be able to fight back to that one. Brilliant stuff there. I'm very happy with that lunge. I think that was clean and concise. Oh, he fought back! He fought back! Dan Schmal is not out of this Grand Prix yet. Fighting back. We've seen Eric Toman absolutely die in that corner just a couple of days ago, but Dan Schmal, whatever the hell his name is, he's decided to fight back as this gap is about 0.3 of a second as we go into Ravazza. Ravazza once more here for turn 15. Exit out of here now. I don't think Schmal is going to be close enough again. Maybe that would-be lunge was just his last-ditch effort to try and win this Grand Prix, but that looks like it's going to be us taking the spoils for today. Beating Schmal as Barbara takes second. Good job for her. And guys, that's going to conclude another DrAce victory. So I hope you enjoyed that one as much as I did. Like, comment and subscribe if you did. Hit the notification bell to be alerted to every single DrAce upload. And upon that note guys, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Ciao for now. Oh hi, didn't quite see you there. Good to see you're still here. If this video didn't quite sate your appetite, then why not watch some more DrAce content by clicking the video shown on screen now. Furthermore, if you would like to follow me on social media, you can do so now with the links down in the description. Consider subscribing so you don't miss a single DrAce video.